Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everybody. I am Dr. Muhammad Shafiq. I'm Associate Professor of Cardiology from Egypt. I will present today a case of one of my cases that I had a major complication, but my cath lab wasn't fully equipped to manage this complication. But thanks God, I could manage it. It was a 71-year-old lady with chest pain attacks at rest for 2 days. She was hypertensive and dyslipidemic. Her ECG showed non-specific STT wave changes. The session was for invasive coronary angiography as I considered her an unstable angina case. This is the angiofilm of her coronaries. This is a caudal view of the left system. We can see the only significant thing is maybe this OM lesion in this caudal view. The lady had nothing tight in its course. Of course, she had calcified vessels. And the right coronary had a long, significant paraosteal or proximal lesion. I talked to the family and we had a decision to fix this RCA lesion together with the OM lesion and go for medical treatment for other lesions. A stent 3.5 by 34 was used to fix this proximal long lesion. I tried to manage it directly first, then post-dilatation. This is a stent. You can see the wire was PT2 LS. It made a loop distally, but I think it's nothing to happen from this loop because this is a light wire, relatively light wire. That's the stent inflated. You can notice some residual waste in the stent because of calcification. So at this stage, I decided to go for post-dilatation with non-compliant balloon 4.0 by 20, I think. The balloon cannot be inflated. It's very tight. And this is the stent. It's obviously not well deployed. I inflated for a higher pressure, 28. So now we open the stent, completed the pot procedure, and this is the final result. It was okay for all of us attending in the lab. I will repeat it again. That's it. It's okay. Now we went for the left system. This is a 3.0 by 18 stent, direct stenting. At this stage, the patient had chest pain. I don't know the reason for the chest pain. I thought it's the wire in the OM. I thought maybe the stent in the lesion, but I completed fixation of the lesion and the result accepted for us. But the patient had agonizing chest pain. What's going on? I asked my assistant to go again to angio the right coronary. You can see we were working from right radial, but now we are working from femoral because of spasm that happened after imaging and working in the right coronary. And this was the surprise. We didn't take our notes. We didn't notice this at all while working in the right coronary. This was a grade 3 perforation, free flow in the pericardium from a distal branch of the PL. What happened? I revised the film again. This is another view. I revised the film again. This is what happened. This is the loop of the wire. We thought it's a benign loop. And now we couldn't see this loop is going side. It's going in the PL, not in the PDA, and the loop going very distal. We were concentrating here with the stent, all of the attendees. You can see that what the loop went. It went inside the pericardium. It's worked like a knife to go through this branch. And this final angio, we couldn't see the distal part of this branch, so we didn't notice the perforation at this stage. And now you can notice the time. It was 2:14 a.m. In the morning when we re-noticed the right coronary. It was for about 20 minutes before when we finished the OM, and now 20 minutes and no effusion. This is 2:28, about more than half an hour or 40 minutes, and now we have no effusion by echo. What's going on? Is this perforation in a chamber or something like this? But anyway, I decided to fix it. But unfortunately, my decision was to go with a covered stent in this branch, in front of this cut branch, but we didn't have a covered stent, unfortunately, in the cath lab. So I went for a balloon 3.0 by 18 in front of, in the beginning of the PL to close it completely at a relatively low pressure. We ensured that there is no flow in the PL and the PDA is intact. Now no effusion. Also, after 25 minutes of inflation of the balloon, I rechecked, but the pressure increased, unfortunately. So what to do? I don't have a graft stent, and the manual graft stent cannot work in this distal vessel, mostly calcified long and proximal stent. I was rechecking after 1 minute of deflating the balloon. The perforation is still going, and we were working through diagnostic catheter of the right coronary because the guiding didn't give me the needed support at all in the beginning to pass even the wire. So this is diagnostic. So I had to go out with everything to be able to have an image. And at this moment, after 5 minutes of deflation in the second time, you can notice that we had more than 40 or 45 minutes in the beginning. There's no effusion. But now we had tamponade within, you can notice the contrast in the pericardium here, collecting the pericardium. After some minutes, we had tamponade suddenly by echo. So I went for pericardiocentesis and autotransfusion in the jugular vein and inflated my balloon again in the same PL and ensured again there is no flow in the PL. You can notice the syringe of the pericardiocentesis going in front of us, 20 cc syringe with continuous aspiration and auto-injection in jugular vein. Now we are about 18 minutes since this second inflation. And I decided to go for protamine reversal of heparin because every time I have a check, I have a flow in this perforation. So I had to take a very courageous decision to go for heparin reversal, although I have a stent in the proximal part, although I have still the wire and the balloon inside. But this was a life-saving situation for me. Thanks God, the patient was stable at this stage. The blood pressure regained again after pericardiocentesis. And I think the shock stage temporarily helped us to stop this perforation together with heparin reversal. And the stent, thanks God, also is intact, not thrombosed. I didn't go for full heparin reversal. I gave only 1 ampoule of protamine sulfate because we had passed more than 1 hour for this. And this is the final angio after reversal. This is the final angio, thanks God. We don't have any perforations again, and the pigtail is still there. To take away messages, complications, including fatal ones, are part of our practice. If you want to avoid complications in interventional cardiology, don't work as interventional cardiology, as Antonio Colombo said. Proper use of suitable balloon proximal to the perforation site in a safe coronary site together with heparin reversal, if you don't think stent thrombosis will be fatal for the patient, can be a good solution if no graft stent available. And thanks God, thank you.